current time is 1:40 p.m. Pacific. This transmitter is operating under a limited economic sweep due to hazardous weather potentially impacting the area. The full suite of marine products may be available during the Mariner's times from 3:30 to 5:30 a.m. and 6 to 8 p.m. Otherwise, routine programming will resume once the weather threat passes. Flood watch now in effect through Saturday afternoon. What? Flooding caused by excessive rainfall continues to be possible. Where? Northwest Oregon and Southwest Washington, including the following counties. In Oregon, Benton, Clackamas, Clatsop, Columbia, Hood River, Lane, Lynn, Lincoln, Marion, Multnomah, Polk, Tillamook, Washington, and Amarillo. In Washington, Clark, Cowlitz, Pacific, Skamania, and Wahkiakum. Through Saturday afternoon. Impacts. Excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations. Flooding may occur in poor drainage and urban areas. Storm drains and ditches may become clogged with debris. Area creeks and streams are running high and could flood with more heavy rain. Landslides and debris flows are possible during this flood event. People, structures, and roads located below steep slopes, in canyons, and near the mouths of canyons may be at serious risk from rapidly moving landslides. Additional details. An atmospheric river is forecast to bring periods of heavy rain to northwestern Oregon and southwestern Washington today. This system occurs at a time when area rivers continue to run high and soils remain saturated following heavy rain earlier in the month. During initial heavy rainfall today, urban and small stream flooding threat will be most urgent, although the details of precise timing and location of the highest risk remains uncertain at this time. As runoff works its way downstream, the river flooding threat will increase tonight into Friday, with area rivers now forecast to reach at least minor flood stage. Slower reacting rivers may stay in flood stage into Saturday afternoon. http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood. You should monitor later forecasts and be alert for possible flood warnings. Those living in areas prone to flooding should be prepared to take action The following statement is for the following county, Lincoln, Oregon. Flood warning now in effect from this afternoon to Friday afternoon. What? Moderate flooding is forecast. Where? Siletz River at Siletz. When? From this afternoon to Friday afternoon. Impacts, about 25.0 feet. Expect major flooding, with evacuations of residences in areas along the Siletz between milepost 2.5 and milepost 5 on State Highway 229 near Sunset Landing downstream to Coyote Rock. Stay tuned to local media sources and law enforcement information for details. Additional details. At 9:30 a.m. Thursday, the stage was 7.9 feet. Bankfull stage is 12.0 feet. Forecast. The river is expected to rise above flood stage this evening and crest around 24.3 feet late this evening. It will then fall below flood stage Friday morning. Flood stage is 16.0 feet. http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood. The following statement is for the following county, Lane, Oregon. Flood warning now in effect from tonight to Friday afternoon. Minor flooding is forecast. Where? Siuslaw River. When? From late tonight to Friday afternoon. Impacts, about 19.1 feet. Flow at this level is about 24,600 CFS and has an annual chance of 50%, also known as two-year flood. Details. At 10 a.m., the stage was 7.6 feet. Bankfull stage is 15.0 feet. Forecast. The river is expected to rise above flood stage tonight and 18.9 feet late tonight. It will then fall below flood stage late Friday morning. Flood stage is 18.0 feet. http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood. The following statement is in effect for the following areas in Oregon, central coast of Oregon and central Oregon coast. High wind warning remains in effect until 7 p.m. this evening. What? Southwest winds 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts of miles per hour. Where? Central coast of Oregon and central Oregon coast range. When? Until 7 p.m. this evening. Impacts. Damaging winds will blow down trees and power lines. Widespread power outages are expected. Travel will be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. Prepare for potential power outages. If you have a gas-powered generator, ensure you have enough fuel. Ensure you have batteries, flashlights, and a way to maintain a safe body temperature if you were to lose heating and cooling. Winds this strong can make driving difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. Use extra caution. Monitor the latest forecasts and warnings for updates. The following statement is for the following areas in Oregon, central coast of Oregon, Clackamas County coast and Tillamook County coast, and in Washington, South Washington coast, coastal flood advisory in effect from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thursday. What? Tidal overflow flooding expected due to a combination of high tides and increased flow along coastal rivers. Where? North and central coast of Oregon and South Washington coast. When? From 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thursday. Impacts. Minor flooding up to and above ground level during high tides is expected in the low-lying areas near bays, sloughs, and the lower reaches of the coastal rivers. Additional details. The tides of Point, Astoria, and Garibaldi are all forecast to see tides of 9.5 feet or higher. Sign high flow rates from heavy rain. Tidal overflow concerns increase. A coastal flood advisory means that tidal overflow flooding is expected. Coastal residents in the warned area should be alert for rising water and take appropriate action to protect life and property. The following statement is for the following areas in Oregon, Benton County of Lawrence, Cascade foothills of Marion and Lynn counties, central Oregon coast range lowlands, Clackamas County Cascade foothills, east central Willamette Valley, Lane County of Lowlands, Lynn County of Lowlands, and west central Willamette Valley. Wind advisory remains in effect until 7 p.m. this evening. What? South winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 45 miles per hour expected. Where? Central and southern Willamette Valley, central Oregon coast range lowlands, Clackamas County Cascade foothills, and Cascade foothills of Marion and Lynn counties. When? Until 7 p.m. this evening. Impacts. Gusty winds will blow around unsecured objects. Saturated soils could result in downed trees, and tree limbs could be blown down. Power outages may result. Use extra caution when driving, especially if operating a high-profile vehicle. Secure outdoor objects such as garbage cans and other objects that can easily blow around. Hourly weather observations at 1 p.m.